Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in needing to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And if you're leading this organization, one of the things you're making sure everyone understands, this isn't about playing for draft picks. This is about playing for victories.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Allen now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Allen. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play here for Buffalo. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Allen's throw is complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th down. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39, Cousins. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Cousins to Michelle on the dump off. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On play action, Allen able to get away. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, Shirley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Allen has it left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on third down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down throw for Cousins. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now a give to Madison. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Madison running right. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. They'll check this one down to Michel. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A.J. Epinesa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills open the lead up to 34-0. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Going on the ground with Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he's got it complete to Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Shirley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That's not good enough, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bills, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.